Hey guys, Austin Cook here at the Tintstitute. I want to go over the top 10 things you need to do, or the first 10 things you need to do in that matter to start your own business. And they might seem a little elementary at first, but these are the first 10 things I always go through before I start a business. So if you like this type of content, please subscribe. It really helps the channel. Hit the like button if you like it, but let's go ahead and just get started. The first thing you need to do, again, very obvious, but it's the first step, and that is think of your name. You want to put some effort into this because I've started companies in the past where I think of the name real quick, and then going down the line of these 10 things, I realized a domain name is really hard to come up with, or it's not going to be good for search engine optimization. So put some time into your name. Remember that using your last name is never a bad idea. So that's just a little tip there. First thing to do, think of what your name is going to be for your company. Also, a little tip there, don't try to add all your services into your name because it restricts the scalability of your company. If you do Cook's window tinting, well, now you're kind of constricted to just window tinting. Everyone's always going to think of you as a tint shop. So it might be Cook's Custom is a better idea. Okay, moving on to number 2. Decide on what the entity of the business is going to be. A lot of small businesses are going to start with sole proprietor, and then just so that you know, we're incorporated. LLCs are great for partnerships, which I don't recommend. We'll talk about that later on in a different video. But think of the business entity. Don't be afraid to start with a sole proprietor. You can always change the business entity later on. Okay, moving on to number 3. Get a business license. Really simple. You just go downtown in your city, get your business license. That's gonna, even though it's only 25, 30 bucks, it's gonna really make you feel like you're making progress on starting your business. It's gonna solidify your name, and you're gonna be able to move on to number 4. Number 4, purchase that domain name. The domain name is often best matching your business name exactly, but if you need to customize the domain name a little bit because the domain name you dream of having is a little too much, you can do that. So for instance, the Tintstitute.com was available. We were able to get that domain name, but if I had to do Tintstitutetraining.com, you can do something like that. You want to make it short, you want to make it easy to memorize, and you want to go purchase that. The best place to purchase that is usually GoDaddy. Okay, moving on to number 5, get your logo design. You want to get your logo design because all the other things are going to depend on having the right logo. So get your logo design. When you're coming up with your logo design, you're also going to be coming up with your color scheme. The rest of the things on the list are going to really need that logo design. So number 6, purchase some basics. You need business cards, you need shirts, you need vehicle logos. All those things, like I said, you need your logo done for that. You don't have to start with a real fancy logo, meaning you don't have to spend $1,000 to have that design. There's websites that are going to help you get a logo designed for, you know, a couple $100 at most. Then you want to get into some other business things, which is going to be business insurance. You're not going to go into any business, whether it's a brick and mortar or a mobile business, without insurance. So do some insurance, get 3 quotes, choose the cheapest one there or the one that you think is going to fit your company the best. But keep in mind, all these things, except for your name, you can change over time. Even your name you can change over time. You just don't want to do it too often. Okay? Now, this one I think is important, but you want to get a local business number. Every city has local business numbers. Here, business phone numbers in my area always start with 541 or 543. So it looks like an official landline. You don't want your phone number to look like a cell phone number. Even if you're going to have that phone number transferred to your cell phone, that's fine. But I believe that it's important to have a number that looks official, it looks permanent, it doesn't look fly-by-night. So do the research and look at other contractors and landscapers and things of that nature in your business and get a phone number that looks like a local landline business phone number. Moving on. Set up a local listing. This is one of the first steps. This is what's going to make your phone ring the day you say that you're in business. Once you have all these things, you can set up a local listing, which means when you type in window tinting or landscaping in San Luis Obispo, you pop up. When you pop up, that gives you the ability to start getting reviews. So you're going to want a local listing on Google and a local listing on Yelp. These things can be hard to create because Google wants to make you jump through a bunch of hoops to get this up, to make sure that you're not just a fly-by-night company and that you're actually have a physical location have some of their criteria. Matter of fact, there are ways to start a local listing without a physical location if you're going to be a mobile tint shop, but they do make it a little bit more difficult for you. So if you need help with this type of thing, that's what we do here at the Tintstitute. We offer one-on-one consulting. We're happy to help you set up your local listing if this is something you get stuck on. Lastly, buy basic tools. So obviously, regardless of what business you're going in, you need your basic tools to get started. This is going to be your roll of film. This is going to be your core tools that you get started with. This might be a plotter if you're in the tinting industry, but regardless of what business you're starting, you need to buy your tools. So those are the top 10 things that you want to do first. That's kind of the order for those people that are thinking about starting a business and they're overwhelmed and they don't even know what to start. Again, if you like this content, comment below. We'll see you on the next video.